Hello everybody, Jose here, and today I have a mod preview for you guys, and, oops, accidentally mistyped there. And joining me today is the mod developer of the mod that I'm reviewing. His name is Dale, and the mod we're reviewing today is Natural Biomes, which I actually have a beta release for 1.3.2. So,
hey guys, what's up?
I'm just creating a new world, just to kind of test for you guys. I do have a few other mods on here, none really big. I think the only other kind of big one is Forestry, but that's pretty much it. And there we go. So this mod, needless to say, adds quite a few new biomes. Why am I lagging so incredibly badly? 20 FPS is unacceptable. Oh, I know why I'm lagging. No, I don't know why I'm lagging. I don't like that either. Okay, this is not cool. Let me check something out real quick. Oops, not that. Not that. Nope, that's not open. That's not open. That's not open. I don't know what's going on. I'm in full screen. Let's see. This might not be able to happen thanks to 1.3. I don't know. Let's see. What now? Oh, there we go. That's a little better. 30 FPS. So, yeah. I think we actually spawned in one of the biomes that it's created itself. Yes, we have. So, as you can see, up here in the upper left-hand corner-ish is a B, or the letter B, and it's next to it says Grassy Mountains, and that's the biome you're in. So this is one of the new biomes that have been added in through this mod. Now, there are, what did you say, 98 new biomes added?
88 right now.
88.
There will be more when the full release of the version comes out.
Yeah. So, needless to say, there's an immense number of mods, or of biomes added in by this one single mod, and you know, installation of it is pretty easy. As of right now, it's just a add to jar type mod, and it does modify, I believe, like what, 3 or 4 base classes, but it's not really a big deal, because they're base classes that most other mods won't use unless you're trying to obviously install more biome mods. So it seems like we found some wolves here. Very nice.
Which biome?
Oh, this is just a vanilla forest.
Okay, because I did I took my time actually to make sure that the forest and other type of forest biomes spawn in wolves, and rainforests and jungles spawn in ocelots.
Nice.
So
that's awesome.
You'll run across wolves in forests and ocelots in rainforests and jungles and stuff like that.
Nice. Oh, here's a nice new biome. I can't remember the name of this one. I remember I was part of it. Come on, walk in there. Walk in there. Is this still part of a? No, that's not part of rainforest. There we go. Rainforest Mountains 1. It's the one with just for your memorization. It's the one with basically a little bit more scarce as far as like bushes and stuff on the ground. But interesting, I just got some cocoa beans that fell off of this tree. Oh, I know.
Oh
why.
Yeah, that's a bug with my current biome, because the wood doesn't work well with the
wood. Right.
But I want cocoa beans to be in those biomes, so I'm working on that, and also working on adding in generation stuff such as temples and ruins for those biomes, and custom villages, of course, for my other flatter biomes such as meadows.
Awesome, exciting.
Which will be really cool once I get that done.
And I apologize about the lag, guys. My suspicions are the fact that it's running this mod not once but actually twice because of the server side. And I think that's what's causing the lag when I record. It was working just fine for me earlier on non-recording stuff. But a lot of people have said, and this is something I've personally experienced, that the biomes and caves and other stuff are some of them are very 1.7.3 or, Minecraft beta generation-esque. And I think this is pretty cool. I've seen it myself, that some of these caves look really cool. And yeah, you can see his little bug he was talking about, how this cocoa pod here is just kind of chilling on this tree. This one's working fine. I think the other ones fell off, or actually I don't know why. So yeah, I mean, I think realistically you don't see that in the latest versions of Minecraft. I'm in your rainforest mountain, and I just found like lava just chilling out. Not like in the ground, but flowing out of a mountain.
Yeah, you don't really see much of that.
Yeah, I mean, you used to, but you don't anymore.
When I started tweaking the minimal and maximum heights to make it go further up, I started seeing a lot of 1.7.3 come back into Minecraft.
Interesting.
That was just something I noticed, though. A lot of the biomes in vanilla are pretty low with max. The only ones that you really see that are tall are the extreme hills, but for some reason I got a lot of 1.7.3 filled to the mod. I don't know how.
I can't complain. So yeah, I mean, realistically with this mod, and again, guys, I really apologize about the lag. If you've watched some of my Tekkit videos, you know that this isn't normal. Like I said, my suspicions are completely on the 1.3 server side running. But there's just one little thing I kind of would like to see, and that's watercoloring. Very easy to do, I think. But
it is.
Yeah, that's just something small, realistically. We were talking on TeamSpeak earlier about some other just small little things that would be kind of fun to see. So yeah, and there's also been word, directly from the horse's mouth actually, that he may or may not be making a mod that adds more entities into the world, specifically monsters. So, we'll see if that happens.
It'd be interesting and fun.
Yeah, really will be. I love the grass color in the rainforest. This is that awesome, perfect green color that I can't get enough of.
Yeah, and there's a lot of biomes that are like that. Like I have green forests, which are really bright and vibrant, and they're grassy and beautiful. And I add in a lot of different, biomes that are different in every single way possible.
Yeah. Oh, you know what I just realized? I know part of why I'm lagging. I don't even have Optifine. I mean, not that it makes a big difference for me when I'm normally playing. It boosts me from 140 FPS to 160, but, you know.
When you're recording, it helps out a lot.
When I'm recording, it helps out a whole lot. Yeah, because it hits you straight in the CPU.
One thing I do want to say, though, about my mod, when it does hit its full release for 1.3, I am going to have islands. That's my goal, is islands. So,
exciting.
Like the mushroom islands.
Nice.
For every type of biome. So that's probably another 30 biomes added onto it, because I have a lot of different types.
Yeah, but I mean, that's what I like about what I love about the biome mod that you've got here going here is the fact that while you have 88 biomes that all are each pretty unique, but what I like about them is some of them are just a little bit different, but it makes that huge overall difference. You know, like you've got rainforest 1, 2, and 3. You've got these different types of rainforests, yet they all are different in their own way, that it's not repetitive.
And see, I did that because I made one type of rainforest, and then I made some tweaks to it, and I didn't want to get rid of the older one because I liked it, but I also loved the new one, so I was like, you know what, let's add a 1 and a 2 onto that. Yeah. And then it kind of just spanned out from there, because with other biomes, I was like, maybe I should tweak this and add another one in, tweak this and add another one in. And, like, I have 2 types of marshes. I have one that's, a normal plain color, like a green plains color, and then I have a darker one.
Yeah. And here you guys...
It's really nice.
Yeah, and here you guys can see what Dale was just speaking of with the wolves spawning in. We've got some in one of his mod biomes.
Which biome?
Rainforest, I think, but it's also along the edge of a beach, so that might have been it. I don't know. I don't know exactly where wolves spawn anymore.
It might be the rainforest, but I thought I would have made those ocelots. I'm not sure. I can check it out right now. I'm looking at the code.
Yeah, I haven't seen any ocelots, but,
Yeah, I have it where it's a rainforest. They spawn in both wolves and ocelots.
Oh, well, that might be why then is any of the spawn slots were taken up by the wolves. There's only 4 here, but still, that's nice. And I really like this. And one thing again, I just think of these random things. Once you learn more about, which I haven't even learned more about, structural generation in Minecraft, such as villages and those new desert temples and stuff. I would love to see like some sort of a super rare chance of getting like an Atlantis in your ocean or something. I
wanted to do some ocean stuff too. Like,
because oceans are just so boring. Well, I guess
I want to do like coral reefs. That was one of the big things I want to do when I started this. Yeah. But
I mean, you could do that easily just using sponge and sugarcane.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to add more of Minecraft to the game, more stuff that wasn't being used.
Yeah.
Like the sponges.
Yeah. So.
And what else was I going to say? I had another thing that I wanted to talk about. Can't remember. Huh.
So what I'm doing right now, guys, is I'm just going to make a new creative world, and we're going to just fly around, since I wasn't actually doing that in the first place. We're just going to fly around, take a look at some of the nice biomes added in. And actually, it looks like we landed ourselves in... Oh, I don't know why I enabled that option. Looks like we landed ourselves in... Yeah, just a vanilla biome, of course. Out of the very low chances you decide to put me in one of the vanilla biomes. Oh my god, look at this. When you see this video, Dale, you're gonna die. It's literally like an almost perfect sphere cut out of a hill.
Oh wow!
Like, and it's open on two sides.
In one of my biomes?
No, it's in Extreme Hills, I think. But something tells me your height might have a little bit something to do with that. But we'll see. So it looks like we're just surrounded by tons of... Oh no, these are Taiga Mountains. Well, there you go. Oop, a little bit of lag there.
Yeah, my big goal for this mod, because originally I wanted to make a generation mod where it would modify the heights and the minimal heights of stuff so that it would look more random. So like in Extreme Hills, there'd be a lot of low parts to it and a lot of high parts to it, and same with plains and stuff, so that there was more variety to it.
Yeah.
But I decided to go through and just make biomes that were different heights and stuff and different, attributes.
Yeah, but I mean, that's what I like about it is the name itself, Natural Biomes, is very fitting. These are all, real life-wise, they're rather natural, but especially regarding Minecraft, they're all rather vanilla-esque, in my opinion.
Yeah, that was one of the goals, too. I wanted to make a mod that felt vanilla, biomes that felt vanilla. I also did a lot of research too, looking up pictures of savannas and stuff, making sure I had everything just almost perfect. But it was fun. It was a lot of fun doing this.
Yeah.
And another thing I wanted to talk about was mod support. I've been trying my hardest to get more creatures and the other one to work. I forgot what the other one was called.
Creeps.
Not more creeps. It was the other.
Mobs.
Yeah, Atmos. Yeah, I love Atmos. I wanted to make it where they would spawn into my biomes, because if you install more creatures and stuff, they won't actually spawn in my biomes. They only spawn in vanilla. So I've been trying to make a compatibility file for it, but no luck. But that's one thing I want to add to the next update.
Exciting. See, that's what I'd like to see. I really enjoy it when I see mods working together like that. Especially, like when I install, let's say I have more creatures and more creeps and weirdos. I love it whenever I see two mobs from each other, two mobs from one another mod fighting each other. It seems like it's so cool how they kind of work together there.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I love it.
And something like that would just make me so happy. So it looks like we have some cows. Awesome cows. And
I was actually surprised. This biomod actually works with Mistcraft, which most biomods don't like Mistcraft. So
yeah, that's
part of the reason why I actually modified the biome gen base. That's probably why it works.
Yeah, that's actually one of the really big winners there. We're actually currently in progress of setting up a mod server with just a few mods out there, but and of course it's going to be private, but I'm still kind of sharing this. We're working on getting one with the extra, or natural biomes, not extra biomes, god, kill me now, with natural biomes for 1.2.5, which I will note is out there, so if you want this mod, you can still get most of these biomes now in 1.2.5, but this is just a 1.3.2 release preview, sort of. But we're working on getting that together, and we're going to be using Mistcraft on that server, and I'm really excited to see how well it's played in and implemented.
It works well together, and if you wanted more biomes, you could go through and actually install extra biomes. It actually works just fine with this mod, because extra biomes, they're a little bit more talented than me, I guess I could say. They actually know how to work around it. I think they're a mods folder mod, actually, which is pretty impressive.
I believe you're right about that, but at the same time, looking at that mod's been around for quite a while, whereas you just started this in what, Minecraft?
And there's also
1.2?
There's 5 guys working on that mod too, and this is just me, and I'm kind of experienced, but I'm not going to say I'm a pro at this.
Wow, I've seen your marsh for the first time, Marsh 1. It looks amazing.
You know what I did with that? I'm going to come out and say how I coded that. There's the world gen trees. I actually went through and I replaced every tree in that biome with lakes. So where all those lakes are, that's where a tree was.
That is interesting.
So it was like a forest, but by trees.
Interesting. I really like that. I mean, that's quite similar to the way XCompWiz wrote Mistcraft with the wooden tendrils. Wooden tendrils are just the same shape as caves, just with the air block replaced with wood and all the other blocks replaced with air.
Air, yeah. It's pretty
it's
cool concept.
It's interesting. I've just never thought of taking vanilla generation and twisting it in a way like that, and I just think it's so awesome.
Had a lot of fun with the marshes. I was like so excited when I got that to work. I was
yeah,
like,
they look fantastic. I mean, they look like the Everglades almost.
Is it Marsh 1 or Marsh 2?
1.
Now, what you should do, this is what I did. I was really excited about this. Go all the way up and look down.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing, is flying around and looking down. It looks awesome.
And then I compared it to an actual picture of a marsh from above ground, and it looks pretty identical. I was like, wow, I did a good job with that.
And I haven't seen any examples of this on here, but I know personally I've seen it. Say you have a mod such as Forestry or Industrial Craft or any sort of mod that adds a block or ore into generation. Generally, in fact almost always, it will generate just fine in these mod biomes.
And actually, a lot of people come at me and say the Red Power 2 stuff wasn't generating, which is false, because the way Red Power 2 works is it actually it goes through the whole world and places stuff. So there should be volcanoes in my biomes and stuff like that.
I know I've seen marble, and if marble can spawn, then volcano can certainly spawn.
Yeah, if marble can spawn, then volcanoes can. It's all underneath the same file too in Red Power. I took a look at that because people are like, it's not working, and I'm like, fine, I'll take a look at it.
Yeah.
And it should be working just fine. So this is really compatible with a lot of mods.
Yeah, I actually haven't found many compatibility issues with this except for and actually I blame this more on NBX Lite than you because of what little NBX Lite does versus what tons of stuff this mod does. But NBX Lite does not at all work with this, just because they modify the same vanilla, a few of the same vanilla files. And is this something special, or is this just part of Desert Mountains?
And I did tell you before, Jose, but I'm gonna do a compatibility file for that.
Yeah.
For NBX Lite in this. So if you want to use NBX Lite and you want to have that old, 1.7.3 terrain or old alpha, you can run that, and you should be able to see my biomes pop up in it. That's what I want.
Yeah. Now, just to confirm, you added in the Desert Mountains, right?
Yeah, Desert Mountains are mine.
Yeah. So this is visual proof for you guys. Here we have a desert hive in a Desert Mountains biome. So you can see, actually, I'll give Sengir this credit. Sengir wrote these to specifically spawn in a current temperature, a certain temperature of biome, so that the proper ones would generate into the proper mod biome. So like this guy here is working just fine. So, oh, interesting. Here you can see some of this stuff. But I'm gonna quickly just mine this up real quick so that you guys can see that this is working like it should. So you see we just got 2 of our Modest Princess and Modest Drones, which is the desert one. So there you go, you can see that part's working just fine. Here we have another one.
And that also means that my savannas will spawn in the desert ones too, because it uses the exact temperatures.
Well, I mean,
so some of them are a little off, but it will still makes kind of sense. So.
Yeah. So here we have an extreme forest. Ooh, a little bit of lag.
The extremes are my favorite. You'll get a lot of variety from those. A lot of, like, the extreme jungles are amazing. You'll have like a floating island, then you have a big tall tree on top of it, and you're like, whoa.
Yeah.
You'll get a lot of cool stuff like that.
Yeah, there's some of my favorites too. And then I was derping a little bit. I was looking around for marble.
Have you happened to find an I can't say the word correctly. Archipelago.
Archipelago.
Yeah, archipelago. I just added those in. It'd be cool to take a look at them.
To be honest, I don't even know what one of those would look like. But keeping an eye on my F3.
Okay, what I did was because I was looking at the old mountains and I was thinking these aren't really mountains. They have a lot of water to them. They look more like strips of islands.
Gotcha.
So I replaced all the old mountains to be the whatever they are. I can't say it exactly.
Archipelago.
Yeah, archipelago. I don't know, but and then I made new mountains. And the mountains actually it doesn't go below sea level. They're actually pretty high. I adjusted those. So those are new. Those mountains you've seen, Jose, those are new.
Cool. Okay, so
or tweaks, I should say.
Well, still, here you guys can see a very good example of the extreme awesomeness in the extreme biomes. I'm right now at the bottom. I'm looking at the bottom of this chasm or cliff. That's actually more of a cliff. At the bottom of it, I'm at eye level 71 or 72. If I go all the way to the top of it, where some of the trees have grown, the top of this kind of cliff is at 114.
Damn.
So 40 blocks high of a difference is pretty extreme. And if you want to think of it more in technical Minecraft terms, which I should probably get a bed real quick too. But if you want to think of it more in technical mod pack or Minecraft terms, this is actually pretty good for a monster spawner. You could easily dig one out inside this guy and have no problems at all getting it down to level 70 something without having to put a really big obnoxious looking spawner block out in your area. You could just do this and it looks kind of concealed. And that would actually be kind of a cool idea. I might do that someday.
Now this mod, I'm coding an API for it. A lot of people don't really know about this. This is to make it a lot easier for me to make the biomes more unique, because there is modloader.addBiome, which I think sucks. You can't really do much with it. You can't adjust, you know, the temperatures. You can't adjust the heights and stuff. And you can't add strongholds and villages and all this nice stuff that really makes a biome a biome. So there's going to be an API for it, of course, and this is going to be SMP also.
And just so you guys who are less coding aware, an API is a group or list of functions all working together to kind of get a general purpose finished or done easier. And functions are basically how you get certain actions done through Minecraft or other codes. That this is actually kind of general coding knowledge.
Yeah.
Is that kind of an easier way to describe it, Dale?
Yeah, API is a group of code that kind of helps me add in stuff without really
having to do the same thing over and over. You just do it once and refer to that API.
Because I am going to make multiple biome mods. I'm making one called it's going to be called, I think, Extreme Biomes is what I want to call it, and it's going to be pretty wild. And I want to do one called Wacky Biomes, which is going to add in a lot of I guess you could call them unique biomes, stuff like a Candy Land and, you know, Halloween, you know, type areas and stuff. Something that, you know, is unique. Something that would go well with
more creeps.
Yeah, more creeps. That's kind of like my motto for that mod is this goes well with more creeps and weirdos kind of thing.
Yeah, definitely.
And there's also death biomes, which is one I'm having a lot of fun with. Like, I have blocks that you step on that poison you, and I'm working on one that blows up when you step on it. It's a lot of fun.
So it looks like we found one of these savannas, and I want to see if Dale was right about the bees. I'm pretty sure he is, but I'm curious. Yep, there we go. Oh wait, yeah, that's a modest hive. Oh, I love that. That looks awesome. Your hedges.
Oh yeah, I added those in last update 1.5.
Yeah, I hadn't seen that. The hedges look amazing. Like,
you haven't used this mod since, I think, 1.2 actually.
Yeah, so. It's been a while since I've used this mod, to be honest. I love these though. I think these
are
awesome.
We totally forgot to tell them about the config file I worked so hard on.
Oh yeah, he spent, oh my god, tons of time, I know, working on a config file that allows you to enable or disable certain biomes from spawning or generating in when you create a new world. I'm trying to think, was there anything else added in by that config file that I'm just derping?
Biome IDs.
Oh, that's right. Biome IDs in case you do install like extra biomes or something and it somehow conflicts, which from what I understand it shouldn't.
Because extra biome actually, you know, remember when I was telling you about that one function that would pick a random ID?
Yes.
They have that in theirs. They have a random biome picker thingy, whatever it's called, ID selector, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, because you can do the same thing with entities.
Yeah.
That I've seen myself.
But I don't think this would work well with the big biome craft. Just because that mod is like 220 plus, and in a biome array, which is a collection of biomes, it can only go up to 256. So
yeah, he's pretty close, unless you made an API or function that would specifically make a new biome array.
Yeah, so that's probably something I'm going to put in my my API too. So if you guys are modders and you want to make biome stuff, I recommend using my API because it's going to make it where you can make really unique biomes without having to modify vanilla yourself.
Yeah. Now, just something I wanted to note. I don't think these are these new? No. I actually just happened to find something that I would love to see in your island generation, and you can see this if you watch the video yourself. I actually found a jungle mountain biome that is almost like islands. There's little spots of it just kind of chilling out in water, and it looks absolutely amazing. So I'm hoping this is kind of what you decide to do for your islands themselves. Like, some of them are a little bit smaller than I would have liked, but like there's this kind of bigger chunk that's about, I don't know, it could probably easily be encompassed by a 2x2 chunk, like 2x2 16
32 by 32 blocks.
Yes, thank you. 32 by 32 kind of area, but it's got, like, you know, 2 of the really giant trees and a few of the other just normal trees. I would love to see something like that, and of course, like, bigger and smaller ones kind of varying.
No, I don't really know much about the islands, but you've seen what Mushroom Island looks like, right?
Yeah.
Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to take that exact code and I'm going to try to apply my biomes to it. I'm going to add every biome over to that. So you'll have, I know it sounds weird, but I'm going to do it, like Savannah Islands and, you know, Taiga Islands and Swamp Islands, and, you know, pretty much add everything on there, which would probably double it almost. So it's going to be a lot of biomes probably.
Yeah. Now, just a question out of plain curiosity: will you be adding beaches to some of these as well, or no?
Beaches are interesting. I don't know if you noticed this, Jose, but if you go to an extreme hills biome, there's actually no beaches there.
Yeah.
Have you ever noticed that?
I have.
The code is made so that, okay, those extreme hills, they don't have beaches because they actually have edges.
Oh, that's right. That makes sense.
So underneath this, I think it's called edges or something. Let me see. I have it right here. Let's see. Gin layer. Let's see. Gin layer. It's called gin layer. It's here somewhere. Shore. Right here. Shore. So each biome has a shore. So every biome I have in my mod pack will have a beach except the extreme hills. So
Gotcha.
the islands will have beaches.
Cool.
If that answers your question.
It does indeed.
So no luck with the new biomes I added?
Not yet, but I plan on maybe going in later and adding in some clips from where I found a meadow. Oh wait, is this new? Meadow 2. I kind of like these.
Yeah, they're a little bit more thicker, huh?
Yeah, definitely. And then I found a few snowy forests. Well, I found one snowy forest and one snowy mountain forest, I think was the other one.
Yeah, those are old. Those are like back from like the first
very first version. Yeah, I still like them though. They're one of my favorites, just in general. Because I don't know if you guys know this. I actually on the MCF or Minecraft forums, so you don't know what that stands for. I have actually created a few mods on my Minecraft forums page, but none of them really are that great or notable. But one of them actually did add a few biomes, and I actually really liked how some of those came out, and one of them specifically was the snowy biomes that I really liked, or the snowy forest. I really like how those look, if you can get them all together properly. I just think any of the code that I've ever seen, or not code, but any mod that adds them in, I've always seen that just has looked cool in my opinion. So I think this video is actually getting very long, and I've done some pretty decent exploring. We're at X negative 869 and Z level 3395. So we've done some exploring.
It really depresses me though that we couldn't find one of the newer ones. Really want to take a look at those.
Yeah, I'm kind of sad about that, but still. One thing I'll have to test out myself in the 1.2.5 version, or actually you can probably do it for me since you've got the mods all together already, is whether or not the extra bees forestry add-on works, like if the hives spawn in the same way as the vanilla forestry do. I'm sure they do, otherwise, you know. Ouch.
Oh, the extra bees?
Yeah, like the I'm trying to think of any they add, like the marble and the rocky. Rocky would spawn in any of them generally, if I'm correct.
I actually think they do work together.
I would suppose they do, but you never know.
It would be depressing if it didn't.
It would be, but still. So what I'm gonna do, let's see. Actually, I'm gonna turn this down. What I'm gonna do is, let's see, where is it? Interesting. Forestry adds colored planks too. Not that I know how they're acquired. You can see some of the new forestry stuff. We've been testing that out just a little bit. What I'm trying to find is maybe it's under decoration or miscellaneous. I'm sure is where it's at. No, I have no idea where it is. I was trying to find sponge. Maybe it got... You know what? I don't think it even ever got into creative mode inventory.
See, yeah, I'm playing my mod right now too, and I noticed the extreme hills do look different. They look more bigger.
Yeah, they do.
Which I might have modified that. I don't remember exactly. That might have been from a long time ago.
Yeah. You know what? That wouldn't be out of the question, to be honest.
Because at one time I did think of this mod as a tweak to everything, tweaking everything, but I'm pretty sure that I never touched it. I think I wanted to, but I never did. I think it's just the luck we have. Yeah.
And like I said, it may actually have something to do with the change in the height map a little bit too, and other biomes that it connects to.
Yeah.
Sorry guys, I'm just looking through the through my creative mode inventory to see if I can find some sponge, because I kind of wanted to just briefly show you guys maybe something that or how it would look, how maybe some of the coral reefs would look, but I can't find them, which is a shame. Oh, those are the monster blocks. Yeah, I can't seem to find any or find them, so that's a bit of a shame.
Now I'm looking at my my mountains right now, and they still have the same feel as the older mountains, so that's good. A lot of people were saying the mountain biomes are the ones that feel 1.7.3-ish. One thing that I want you to see too, Jose, are the thick biomes.
Yeah, it's kind of something I've been wanting to find. I just haven't had much luck with that.
Or I might change them to be called dense. I think it sounds a little better, but dense forest and dense stuff like that. Because I call them thick right now.
Yeah, I think dense sounds a little bit better.
And then I also have under all the thick biomes, I also have a thicker desert, I guess you could call it. It's called desert too, but I made it where it spawns in more cactus and dead shrubs.
Nice.
Not too much though, because that's overkill. But
yeah, and yeah, actually that would be kind of cool. Now this is just some more proof for you guys, because you know, for a mod like this, I'll be honest, even I was a little bit skeptical about whether or not things were working as awesomely as they actually do. But we're in Green Forest Mountains as of the moment, and we are in an abandoned mine shaft. So there you go. Even some of the vanilla generation is working just fine.
And the right now though, at this moment, strongholds and villages don't work in the biomes that I want them to work in right now.
Well, you know, that's kind of an advanced feature anyways.
But they do work in 1.2.5, so everything that, you know, we're saying doesn't work right now actually does work in the version that you can download.
Yes, except for, oh man, it was on the tip of my tongue.
The config file.
Yeah, the config file thing.
Config file's new, the archipelago, whatever.
Archipelago.
I made the biomes, I don't even know how to say it.
Go.
I'm just gonna call them arcs, because that's what I pretty much named them.
Watch it go into the F3 and biome name arc.
Oh no, it actually says it.
No, I know, I'm just saying. It would be funny if that was...
But in my code, it actually says arc.
Nice.
Oh yeah, and I'm also going to add in. I know this is a lot of biomes mod have a lot of biome mods have this birch forest and big tree forest. So.
Yeah, well, that's just things that are generally awesome, anyways. I know extra biomes adds the birch forest, but
I've never seen a big tree forest. I want to do that though.
Yeah, I haven't. I don't think I've seen that either, to be honest.
And I might do just a regular, you know, small tree forest too. So.
Yeah.
I don't know, just so I can add another one in. it's pretty cool. I like adding more biomes.
So what I'm going to do for you guys is, and I don't know why I derped so much, I'm just going to do the /TP command and type in random coordinates.
Sounds fun, actually.
Maybe that'll help us with finding something nice as far as new biomes go.
One thing I don't like about the new big trees for 1.3 are the orientation of the logs.
Yeah, that's what I was telling you about, is that I don't like that either. But, eh.
Guess it's something we have to get used to.
So, wow, this is a rainforest, isn't it? Yeah, extreme rainforest. It's always easy to tell the rainforest because they're really bright green. Looks like a very big ravine down there, and places. Wow, yeah, definitely extreme.
If you do want to help shape the future of this mod, I do have a voting thing on my page. Stuff I want to add, but you can, if you really want to help, you can go there and vote, or you can go there and post your ideas. Helps out a lot.
Definitely. And if you want to see this mod sooner, throw money at them. They usually help them. Hint, hint. Dale, add a what's it called to your
AdFly.
Yeah, not AdFly. A donate link.
Donate link.
Yeah, no, AdFly won't make you any money, but some people are nice and donate.
I won't never do AdFly, so.
Yeah, which I'm.
Any mods I have, you guys don't have to worry about. I'm against AdFly. I hate it. I like to download a lot of mods, and when I hit AdFly, I get depressed.
That's why we hate downloading Buildcraft and Red Power.
Oh God.
Yeah, because it's split up into, I think Buildcraft is 5 and Red Power is 7 different mods, and they all, each one of them, of course, because, you know, money for coding is obviously necessary because it's hard work, especially for Alorum and Red Power. Well, not to say that Space Toad and Sungear and Craft and the gang haven't worked hard on Buildcraft, but still.
Yeah, and I think this was hard to make. I can't even imagine what they had to go through.
Right, exactly. But yeah, I know you've spent, I don't know, at least 48 hours on this. At least 48 hours, if not more.
Probably more.
And one other mod that I want to specifically note works very well with this mod is Thaumcraft. Thaumcraft generation with the trees and stuff works amazingly. You don't end up with random trees in random places.
Oh yeah, I used to use this back then, huh?
Uh-huh. I used to use this mod a lot, actually, and then I started playing not only, but pretty much only on my server. Once you start playing on a mod server that is mods you've installed yourself and not like tech it, you know, you kind of get into it, and I can't play single player anymore. It's boring. Even if I do play on my server by myself quite frequently, I just don't like single player anymore. Although I do play single player. I think it's
funny how some of the cocoa beans will stay on the regular wood.
I think it's just a matter of them getting updated or attempted to be replaced by vines growing.
Yeah, I think it's a block update thing.
Well, it has to be. It has to be a bud thing, but still. So yeah, this video has probably gotten very long and is going to suck for me to have to upload. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Once again, I would like to apologize for the lower FPS in this. I honestly am going to blame it on the lack of Optifine. You know, yeah, I'm blaming it on things other than my computer because it's not my computer. I know that for a fact. So yeah, I apologize, but I hope you at least like this video and go check it out. I'll be having a link to this mod in the description, and I hope you guys kind of have something to look forward to in the 1.3.2 release of this mod. I'm pretty excited myself, and yeah, I hope you guys really just kind of consider giving this mod a try. And if you have any anything you really would like to request, go ahead and leave it in the comments, and I'll let him know. And it looks like we found a new biome called Grassy Plains. Nice. You know, I'm still flying around and stuff. But yeah, just let me know, or you know, let the comment, or you know, leave a comment in the comment section if there's anything you specifically would like to look at, and I will let my friend Dale here know. Maybe he can take a look at it, and stuff can maybe happen with that. So yeah, be sure to check this mod out, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye.